We're back with round 2 of the middleweight championship here at Pueblo, Colorado. The U.S. Amateur Boxing Championships on ESPN. In the blue, it's Jeff Lacy and Randy Griffin in the red. A 6'5" edge and points for Lacy in round 1.
Randy Griffin moved up to 165 this past year, and he feels comfortable this weight. He thinks he brings speed to this weight. He feels he's quicker than some of the middleweights he's been facing.
Lacy in blue with the height advantage over Griffin.
Very entertaining matchup. Two guys going after each other. This is not the classic international scoring kind of style. And both these young men in international competition can have some problems. And I mentioned that Lacy was knocked out in the second round of the World Championships. But if they can be busy enough in those kind of matches, perhaps they can still land even with the electronic system, which favors boxers that land clean punches from the outside.
So we talked to all the boxers this afternoon, and the ones who are familiar with the point scoring system say, hey, it's not about knocking out your opponent. You've got to get punches in there to score.
Right, and in theory, of course, amateur boxing is never about that, but it's even more pronounced with the electronic scoring system, which, by the way, they did not use here at the United States Championships last year. But they're using it now, so boxers are familiar with it for international competition.
This is very new to a lot of the fighters.
Neither man has used their jab maybe as much as they would like. While both are punchers, they want to use that jab to set things up.
You mentioned earlier how their styles similar in that neither one really moves much around the ring.
No.
Square up, toe-to-toe.
They could be in the proverbial phone booth for this spot.
So the smaller ring here is no factor for them.
No, not for them. And as we get up in weight, we may see that if somebody does want to move, they have a problem. Good hook. Lacy has a terrific left hook to the body and the head. He told us he has more of a pro style, and to a great extent, that is true.
Lacy, too, looking towards the Olympics in 2002, and then figures that pro style will help him when he becomes professional. He told us he thought the smaller ring would work to his advantage, too. Coming to the final 10 seconds of round 2 here. Our middleweight championship bout. Into Howard Mosley, Randy Griffin's coach, told him, you got to get back to the jabs, Al. A lot of jabs for round 3. He told his fighter that it wasn't a close fight yet. It's 12-11, Lacy by 1 over Griffin.
So obviously in their corner, they feel Griffin might be behind. Good hook by Lacy. And remember, Jeff Lacy lost a very close and disputed decision to Randy Griffin the last time they boxed in the Golden Gloves. And by the way, these are number 2 and 3 ranked middleweights in the United States. Lacy 2 and Griffin number 3.
Now we have a warning there.
That was for cuffing with the glove. Good hook by Lacy. And they want Lacy to be more aggressive, and he is being more aggressive here. Jeff Lacy puts together some beautiful combinations when he remembers to do it. When he doesn't think of himself as just a power puncher and lets his hands go. Look at the jab by Lacy. It is an underused weapon by him. He's thinking knockout on every punch. Nice work in the inside by Griffin with the uppercut. Both men could benefit by using their jab.
Another warning. A low blow warning there.
Yeah, caution, and then the warning after that would be a point deduction that would actually add points. Lacy landing some big power shots to the head of Griffin. Another big right hand. If Jeff Lacy ends up losing this decision, he's going to be a very befuddled and frustrated young man. And and I will be a befuddled and frustrated announcer. But then that's happened before, hasn't it?
No.
Yeah, it has. Hard to believe, Charlie. There have been occasions when I didn't figure out a fight right in the scoring.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Randy Griffin, it's not that Randy Griffin is boxing badly. It's just that the clean shots are coming from Lacy. Good overhand right by Lacy. Randy Griffin has probably stood in front of Lacy a little too much in this round, not giving him enough movement, and certainly not using the jabs as his corner suggested that he should.
Yeah, they said jab, jab, jab as much as you can, telling him he was way behind.
Here we have a 21-year-old Griffin, a 20-year-old Lacy. Two young men who will be the future of the middleweight division as we continue to show you amateur boxing in the next couple years leading up to the Olympics. You might very well be seeing the two men that will vie for the Olympic berth on the United States team.
Coming up to the final 10 seconds of this bout. Middleweight championship. Jeff Lacy in the blue, Randy Griffin in the red. Here is the bell. And that's it. We would expect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest and the 165-pound national champion from the blue corner, Jeff Lacy.
As expected, Jeff Lacy, the winner in our highest scoring bout so far, Al, 31-16.
It was a slugfest, and Jeff Lacy got his.